hope everyone's having a thankful Thursday. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Let everyone know we are live. Today is also our encouraging word Thursday. So make sure you set your notifications or your calendar. I haven't set up the thumbnail yet, but most of you that know about it know like we usually do it around 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So that will be on this evening. If anything changes though, because y'all know this is a busy like week before school is out. Getting things, they got themes every day and all of that. So if things change, I'll definitely update it on my community wall. Okay, good morning, Tabany. Welcome, sis, and thank you for being first in the building. I am doing great. I hope you are as well. Hi, Saida. Welcome. Hey, Stephanie. Good morning. Good morning, Andrea. Thank you for joining. Good morning. That one is in the building. Welcome, 71 Suburban Girl. Grand rising to you, sis. Excuse me. Oh, y'all. Time this morning went by so quickly. It's like I woke up early, but it's like a little, like on the cartoons, the little speed racer just got a little faster. I said, wait a second. How did the time fast forward 20 minutes? I said, now I got up early. I should not be rushing. Okay. Let's see. Good morning, Marsha. Hi, Melinda. Jay Thomas is in the building. Welcome, Malika, Amy, Robin. Thank y'all for coming on in. Make sure y'all tapping that like button. It is for free. Also, if you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat, cash app, or buy a gift. Hi, Ebony Rose. Let's see. Suburban Girl said, girl, you had me in a chokehold last night. You did that skit, girl. Okay. Good morning, Latanya. I was going to bring that up first. Now, y'all, yesterday evening, I went home and I think I had been home probably about 10, 15 minutes and I saw Gigi was live. Criminal Villains, right? Hey, Ace Stokes, good morning. Welcome, Matt Nosy, Latanya, Angel. Thank you, Angel. Hi, Deborah. Helena, welcome. Shout out to Malika for the rose. I appreciate that. And thank you for being a sponsor for today's live. Hi, Helena. So Gigi was live. So I was like sitting there, y'all. I think I had just eating dinner and everything. So you know how you kind of relaxing. So Gigi is so kind, like when you come into her chat, sometimes she will invite people up. And so I know the past couple of times I just was, and I'll be real talk. Although I have been doing this and I'm an educated woman and things like that, I felt not intimidated anything negative on Gigi, but I've seen when people go up there, I said, baby, Gigi doesn't play. So, I like you nervous, about the challenge of what is she going to ask you when you get up on the panel? So I've like been nervous, it's different when you're on your own channel, you talking, but baby Gigi will start questioning you, interviewing you, and that's why I was kind of hesitant. So last night I said, you know what, Gigi has been so kind. I don't want her to think I'm acting some type of way. I want to go up on her panel and I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. I pressed the button and I went up there, and y'all, I had the most fun last night. Oh my God. Gigi is a excuse me. Gigi is a genius. And the reason I say that, thank you, Nina. And look, I could see some of y'all laughing in the comments too. Gigi is a genius for the simple fact that she knows how to get people, first of all, comfortable, but she presented a good challenge, and I love a good challenge. She challenged me to think. That was, y'all, like not rehearsed. It was just off the cuff, like we were feeding, going back and forth, feeding off of each other, and like improvise. It's like one of those improvising type of things that she did, and so I was like, man, she made it easy for me to flow with her. And so I really thank Gigi for the opportunity to come up on her panel, and then also just doing it in a comfortable way where you made me feel comfortable and challenged me as well. Because I thought after a little bit we were going to stop. She kept going. I said, where do I go with this? Y'all, she had me role playing like I was in defense of Holly and her self-defense claim. So I had to think outside of my rational brain and put myself in the mind of what would Holly say if she was up on this panel, okay, or people that are defending her up on this panel. And so I had a blast last night. If y'all didn't watch that, y'all make sure you tap in to Criminal Villains with Gigi. That was a lot of fun. But I said, look, now, sometimes you got to have context, okay? I need people to watch the whole thing and know that was role playing. I said, Gigi, don't have people up here getting a snippet and taking it and running with it, talking about, see, open book. She over on Holly's side trying to say Holly was defending herself. Child, please watch the whole thing. Okay, we were role playing. I was so tickled after I got off. I just laughed, y'all, because I had never done that. Like, I mean, I've done like skits and things like that at school and all of that where you rehearse, but off the top on a public platform, I was totally out of my comfort zone. But it was a lot of fun. It really was. Let's see. Helena said, this is my first time on your chat. Thanks for having me. You're welcome, and welcome to the open book. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi, Miss Mabel. Welcome. Hi, Catherine. Thank you for joining. She said, you had me rolling. You didn't exactly know what to say. No, I didn't. Okay, you were on that, Tiffany. Hey, Dreamy Girl, good morning. I was like, Lord, what do I say? So I'm trying to go, and it's good to do kids like that too, because it gets you to think. You have to come from a certain perspective, point of view. Okay, you have to make inferences. It's a really good skill for reading teachers to do that with your students, because it will challenge you and bring you out your comfort zone. Hey, Gretchen, welcome. So you got to watch it, that one. Okay, girl, I was done. I said Gigi is a pure genius, and thank you so much, Gigi. All right, y'all. So yesterday, I saw a video, and speaking of context, okay, we have to look at things in context. Now, if you haven't seen my short, excuse me, I will play it once I get to my later destination. I play it a little later in this live. But some of you may have already seen the short that I shared yesterday with Romeca, and when she's holding, I don't know if that is a piece of wood or something. Now, this whole time we have seen that video. And let me also say this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the fair use. That information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Ebony said, I was like, well, what didn't happen to OB coming in the middle of it? Oh my God. Girl, I'm so glad. Yeah, you had to stay there for the whole thing to know what was going on. Because somebody came into the chat too, and they were like, I'm so confused. I was like, oh Lord, I don't want to confuse anyone. No, we are role playing. So I'm glad that I'm able to come on here and explain that for those of you who don't know, and then the people who actually stayed and knew what was going on. So we've seen that video, but we hadn't seen like more of the video. Well, yesterday, more of that video was released. Okay, prior to Romeca just saying what she said, holding that wood or stick or whatever that I couldn't tell what it was, holding it. We had a little more of it. Now, yesterday, something stood out, and I had my captions on when I was watching the video. And I said, wait a second, hold up. Blocking in? Wait, haven't we heard Romeca was blocking in somebody else on September the 8th? And so I said, let me rewind. Y'all, I rewinded that video a good 10 times because I needed to hear it over and over. Okay, hold on one second, y'all. Okay. Robin said, I saw that short. It looks like a brick that she's holding. I could be wrong, though. Okay, it was a piece of wood. Okay, so on there, and really it's more to that video, too. Not even just the part that was, more of it shown yesterday, but I believe it's a longer video. Now, Carlos appears to be the one recording because we can hear his voice and she's talking to him. Okay, now, of course, when you record something, you want it to look a certain type of way. There are things that you're going to put in the video, and then there are things you're going to leave out of a video, okay, to present a certain narrative and so forth. Now, Romeca's son was also there on the side. Open Justice's door. See y'all later. I love y'all. Was on the side there, and he didn't pan to show us like the vehicles and things like that. Now, he did kind of get his son there on the side that was playing his game and so forth. So he was kind of in the beginning part of the video that we saw, that little snippet. Now, on there, it appears as though, I don't know, like I said, it has to be more context to it, but something was said and she was defending herself, saying that I was not blocking you in. She said you could get out and you can get out now. Now, he never panned over to that side and showed that he could get his truck out. So it looked like there was some type of argument about him not being able to get his truck out, like Romeca was blocking him in. And I was like, y'all, it sent chills down my spine, because when all of this happened, that is one of the narratives that's been out here. And it was almost like Romeca was speaking, even if she could on that day, okay, defended herself on September the 8th as well. Because that was put out, oh, Romeca was blocking her in. And here she is a time before September 8th saying, no, I'm not blocking you in. So I'm wondering, okay, because if the C-Man tried it once, then did you come up with that narrative on September the 8th and tell Holly and your people that, just say she was blocking you in to make it look like a certain way? See, this gives even more confirmation that this stuff looks like a setup. Okay, same lie, different day. Okay, if I hadn't heard it with my own ears, then I would have been like, wait a second. She is telling him, I'm not blocking you in. Why are you lying? She kept saying, why are you lying? Why are you lying? Then in the same video, she was saying that she had been done with him, that she didn't want to fool with him. See, he couldn't take that rejection. He can't handle the rejection. Robin said, I'm with you on that open book. Yes. Okay. It just really, y'all, gave me goosebumps when I heard her say that she was accused of the same thing that she was accused of on September the 8th. Now, I know things happen. There are coincidences, but that's a huge coincidence. Okay? That I can caught you on camera And you are accusing me of the same thing. I don't know. Now, what I don't know is if y'all know how long ago was that video. That part I don't know. I know her son was standing off to the side. I don't know how old he was on that video. But if someone knows how long ago that video was, let me know. Gretchen said that security guard said that Romeca came to a squeezing halt. Okay. He heard the tires made a noise. See? And that's what I was telling someone under one of my videos in the comments. They were like, well, why did she, how did they put it? I don't want to lie. It was to the effect of, why did she pull over or stop or whatever? I said, well, to be honest, no one really knows that. No one really knows why yet. Now, hopefully that info will come out. That goes for if you're supporting any one of them, okay, or in defense of any one of them, we're still waiting to see why she pulled over. If that information is out there. Okay, we could assume all day long, speculate all day long on that. But no one, and if you're leaving it up to Carlos to tell the truth, child, we'll be waiting until hell freezes over. Okay? Because he's going to make himself look a certain type of way. Okay? Ebony said he knew her very well and how she would react, yes, in certain situations. They ambushed her on September the 8th. Right. See, if the play hadn't been tried, if he didn't try the same play before, I should say, then I would be like, man, golly. But you tried the play before and tried to use the blocking in thing before. Okay, if anyone had been blocking in Holly, if his car was parked, double parked, right there in front of Romeca's car, it would have been him, not Romeca. Her car is over to the back side of Holly's car. Okay, that car was not blocking Holly in. And so when Romeca was saying that on that video, I said it's almost like she is defending herself, even thinking ahead on September the 8th. I am not blocking you in. Now, also, okay, something else I thought about. Hi, Healing Hearts. Welcome. I haven't seen you in a minute. Okay. Thank you for tapping in. I feel like he's forgetting people was out there. Right, Gretchen. So if the security guard heard her tires, that means she had to do a sudden stop, right, to keep from hitting that truck. Oh, Gretchen, clock that. And you know what was so funny that you brought that up, Nina, with the tires, okay, is every time we hear the security, every time we hear that security guard in that video, I laugh at the part that when he makes the sound. So you're not lying, okay? Because he makes the sound. He's like, and I laughed because I said he made the sound. That is a very good point. And to be honest, I've never thought about it till you just said it right now. That makes a difference right there, okay? Because if you could hear tires screech, okay, you are making a sudden stop. Oh, that's a good point. Thank y'all for bringing that up. This is what I'm talking about. When we put our minds together, we start thinking about stuff. Okay, I never thought about that. If you're casually saying, oh, let me go over here and mess with them, child, your tires are not going to squeak. Okay, you're just going to pull on over, right? But who's to say? We don't know. Did he see her car turning and he heard him got in the car and stopped in front of her? Well, she had to, because baby, she wasn't conveniently parked next to Holly right there. She was over kind of still where, traffic was coming right by her car. Okay. And his car is right there double parked. So that is a very good point about the tire squeaking. Never thought about that. But I remember that man, the security guard, when he said it, he's like, and she was like, oh! Every time he does the noise. That's a very good point. Then they said he had a lot of his people on the crime scene. Why were they there so early in the morning? Clock that as well. Yes. Okay. So not only that, okay, and I'm glad you said that because I'm gonna bring something else up that I heard as well. Okay, about that part. Now, you tried this before saying she's blocking you in. Okay. Now you've gotten her upset on that video. We still don't know the full extent and context of what happened prior to that video. Okay, we're getting a little by little of it. Now she's holding the stick and the piece of wood, or whatever that is, the piece of wood, brick, or whatever that is, right? How do we know what you said prior to that? How do we know she was not picking up that wood to defend herself? See, he wanted to pick up the phone to catch her reaction, okay? To make her look, see, this girl, she's aggressive, she's angry, she's picking up stuff. But how do we know what you told her prior to that? And she's trying to defend herself. Now, on September the 8th, I wish she would have had that to defend herself. But see, she didn't have anything to defend herself on September the 8th. Okay? But we know one person had something there ready, but Romeca didn't have a weapon. So we don't know what was the full context of that video. What was the entire situation, not the picture you're trying to paint. And really, to be honest, given more of this context, a longer part of this video is not making it look any better. I don't know what the point of exposing more of it was, but thank you. Okay, it showed he tried the same play before September the 8th. And if y'all haven't seen it, go back and look at it. I'm going to try to play it when I get here in part. I'm going to bring it up and let y'all hear it. Okay, but I want y'all to see for yourselves also. Okay, same play, different day. See, she got away that day. Thank the Lord. She was able to get away. See, her child was with her that day. But see, on September the 8th, she was caught off guard, in my opinion. Her child was not with her. She did not have a weapon on September the 8th. She did not have a piece of wood on September the 8th. Hi, Becca. Good morning. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying. I'm at a stoplight. I can read some of the comments. Let's see. Just like the BSTPO, she wasn't served because they thought her having one would support the claim, but it was only done for show, not a necessity. Thank you. Clock that, Melinda. Okay, shout out to 71 Suburban Girl for the hot cocoa. Thank you so much for your support and for being a sponsor for today's live. That's what made the security guard really notice. Yes. Tabany said, open book. The Spanish girl said they wait on her to come out of the school. And she had made that post too. Hey, Miss Foxy, good morning. So he better think before he speaks. Right. They just never imagined that this would get this big. No, they didn't. He said on his live that one thing about it, a lot of people showing love for her. I'm just so ready for him to be arrested. It's like you don't want her to receive love. Like, what's that about? Wasn't that your son's mother? you should have wanted to give her love. Okay, you should have wanted to give her love. Okay. Hi, Demetria. Welcome. I just need to know why people are so mad about the donation of gifts. Malika, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I just choose to ignore and just go forth with the assignment. and until it's complete, and it might just be maybe my last time. Cause baby, I don't like all just drama and stuff like that attached to my name and things. It's sad. It really is. It's really sad, but I'm not gonna even go there. Let's see. Let me get to the bottom, y'all, because I had gotten behind on the chat. Trying to kind of scroll through. That's a freaking narcissist for you. He's a big one. Yeah, I definitely believe that. And in that post too, I did another video yesterday where Romeca was talking about how men are not protectors getting. Oh, y'all. If you think about that, I mean, it's like going back and thinking about what had happened since those posts. You know what I'm saying? How men are not protectors. She had already noticed that from February 25th. And then I saw the of the video, and she's telling him, I'm not blocking you in. And it's like another, like, bam, you know, to September the 8th. Like, this was sad. He wasn't trying to protect her. He wasn't. If he, and like Gigi said last night, how when I say there were 2 against 1 and one had a weapon and one was holding her, she said, yes. And then that one holding her, we got to think about his side, okay? His side. See, we leave that part out. It's not like Holly was holding her. It was him. And you work out every day, okay, showing off your muscles, stuff like that, but you couldn't hold 2 women apart. You weren't trying to, in my opinion. Okay? You weren't trying to. These men are taking them kids so they can get snapped to buy food, so they can give big barbecue, not big barbecues. Hi, Miss J. Good morning. She wasn't expected to see they asked. She was headed to work, so why would she stop to argue with them? She had to go to work. I've always said that. Good morning, Latte. And thank you for the 6-7. I appreciate it, sis. And thank you for being a sponsor for today's live. I watched about Romeca's story last night. Yes, and shout out to the Shade Room. Also, let me put this little caveat there. I was on my home screen. And hey, Copies TV is in the building. Good morning, sis. And I hope you're feeling better. And Shade Room popped up, and I saw Romeca's picture on there, and I was like, wait a second. And y'all, they have started noticing, you know, and picking up the story as well. So this, I told y'all, now that Holly has been arrested, okay, go back out into mainstream media more, and especially also after the 23rd, people are going to definitely follow the case. There is a trial and all of that. That is going to get way more notice too. Okay, so yes, when Shade Room picks up stories, child, the word gets out there. Okay, because a lot of people watch their channel and they do investigative stories, like that dentist story that I had shared. If y'all haven't seen that video, we watched a snippet of the Shade Room's video on there, and y'all, they had already done a deep dive into this. Okay, like, it was to the point on one of these fake dentist stories, they sent in a real dentist to one of those fake operations. Shade Room did. Okay, they do their own investigation. I was like, oh my God. Okay, so baby, that is big. Okay, that Shade Room is now picking up this story. Hey D, good morning. Welcome everyone. Y'all, I wasn't looking at the comments, baby. I'm not gonna even try to catch up. Good morning to everybody. Okay. I done got off. Okay. And so yeah, we don't know if she was trying to protect herself. So please quit with the she was being aggressive. She's always angry. She's mad, always trying to fight. We don't know what was said prior to that. Okay, we don't know. We don't know. It's only clips, snippets that are being put out, but they're not helping him. The clips aren't helping him. Okay, that showed that you said she was blocking you in. It is so funny. Now look, check this out. It's so funny though if you said she was blocking you in on that day, right? And you feel that you're right, guess what I would have done? I would have panned over to the cars to show, look, y'all, look, she blocking me in. I noticed he didn't pan over to those cars to show that she was blocking him in. Now, why is that? Maybe because she wasn't blocking you in that day, and she wasn't blocking Holly in on September the 8th. We've seen the pictures. We've seen the videos. So please stop with that, okay? We should be off of that narrative. She was not blocking in Holly, okay? Now, also stated yesterday that it seems to be so many videos and people have had first-hand knowledge or sight of certain things. Now, this is my first time hearing yesterday that allegedly there was a video or someone saw Romeca on the actual stretcher and moving around. That there's a video out there of that. How? Where's that video? How do we have so many videos and angles? How many people were out there recording? Now, no one wanted to believe when Ladre was saying on that live that day that when he recorded the part with Carlos right there over Romeca's body, he said that out of his own mouth while he was watching football. Okay? He got careless and said that. Because that's not something that I don't think he would want out, that he was on the scene. Okay, allegedly, I don't know. It's just out of his own mouth. That's what he's saying. Why would you be out there recording something? Why were you out there, sir? You said that out of your own mouth, though. Okay? Now, all of a sudden, she was on the stretcher. What? I had never heard that. Okay, about a possible video of being on the stretcher. So I don't know. I don't know how many people were out there that knew about this. And if they were, why? How could you predict that this would have gone down? Because I find it mighty ironic if there were people already on a scene, okay, when all of this was happening. That's not a coincidence. No one would have known, oh, okay, if this was so random. Now, check this out. If this was so random, who would have known, oh, Romeca's going to be late? Oh, Holly, let me take you over to your car. Let's put our baby into the car. Oh my gosh. At this time right now, Romeca looks like she's turning. Is she making a U-turn? Oh my God. Wait a second. Is Romeca, what is she doing? Pulling up? And you got people there already in position to record. I'm not understanding that part. Okay. Hey, Empress Awaken. She said it was a setup. It's right in everybody's face. Empress Awaken has been standing on that too throughout this thing. The more they talk, the more things come out. That's why I say let people talk. Okay? Because that was my first time hearing about her being on a stretcher or, oh, there's a video of that. Where's that video? Okay, we're sporadically getting video here, snippet here, longer snippet here. Child, put it all out. Okay, if it's going to clear them, put it out. If everybody's so innocent, okay, just full disclosure, just put everything out. I don't know why we got to play peekaboo, wait and see. Come on now, like what? Okay, it's crazy. Let's see. Let me pull up this other video. They were watching her Facebook and knew when she would be making the U-turn. Okay. And probably was watching the school too. Across the way. Probably had a lookout person. Probably, I'm telling y'all, we don't know how deep this thing goes. Now that you think about it, I mean, were there people in position to see when the car pulled up? Because, see, Carlos knew her routine, okay? He knew when, because if she's outside of the school, people saying she was out there allegedly, he was, well, her mother said that, trying to fight her in the street. He knew where she pulled up and would drop off her son. And think about this. If allegedly she was asking him to take the son to school, was that the reason he said no? Because he wanted her to have to come that way and drop off their son? Uh-oh. Is that why it was a no that day? I'm just wondering. I mean, I don't know. We just have questions. Because how convenient Romeca was saying she was trying to get to work. And she's, what, trying to get you to take your son to school? And you said no. Oh, if you said no, then she would have had to do it and be late. Therefore, taking her son's lunch and everything, taking the picture. Okay, now she's coming. She got to come through here. She's going to probably be a little late, so we got to hang around. I mean, I'm just wondering. Okay, let me find the video. Hey, Krisha, good morning. Welcome. Shout out to Healing Hearts for that. Super. I appreciate that. And thank you for being a sponsor for today's live. Simply Nick said they are some sick people. I just don't get how people can be so evil, demonic puppets. Okay. Shout out to Cree's Conversation Lounge for the floating heart. Thank you so much. And thank you for being a sponsor for today's live. Jay Thomas said, set up. Why is he still going live and talking? Yes. Okay. Good lawyer would tell him to stay offline and go silent, giving narc vibes allegedly. He's doing too much, like he's untouchable. I'm telling you. I've been saying that too. I keep saying, where are all the phones? Right, Miss J? Where are all the phones? But why he couldn't take his son to school, inquiring minds want to know. We just want to know. Okay. We have questions. Like, is that the reason why you couldn't take him that day? Oh, I mean, because she would have had to come through there? I'm just wondering. Romeca's sister, Nick, said that her morning route drop-off Amir to school, and Carlos told Romeca's sister, Now, I don't know about that, table. I don't even want to read that out loud. That'll be sad. I hope he didn't say nothing like that. Oh, yeah. He gives narc vibes for real. Okay, so y'all, let me play this video right quick, and then I'm going to have to get off. So listen to the beginning first, okay? That's the important part of what she says.
Why did you lie?
Hold on, let me rewind it.
Why did you lie? 5 seconds. Tell me you was blocked in and you wasn't. Why did you lie? Put that shit down. Why did you lie? 5 seconds. Tell me why you lied. Why you lied? Tell the truth. Why did you lie? Come on, put that shit down. I will. Once you tell me why you lied. I ain't lie. I just came back. Los, they said they been right here. Los, you could have got out with no problem. Yes, you could. You can get out right now. Why did you lie? Why did you lie? She's down here woofing. Why did you lie? I ain't woofing shit. You know I want. Ain't. You know I ain't. I don't fuck with you no more, and I destroy this bitch.
Okay. Why did you lie? She just trying to understand, why did you lie? Why are you lying so much? Those were her words. Okay. Y'all got the video. Y'all putting the videos out. I don't even know. I mean, what's the point? Because it's not a good look whatsoever. It's confirming so much. She knows that he doesn't know nothing about the truth, right? That was Romeca. So Miss J, if y'all want to see that video, it's on my shorts. I uploaded it yesterday with her and Carlos. He was recording. That's the one when she had the piece of wood or something in her hand with her son standing to the side, and so I guess she's picking up her son, getting her son. And I don't know the whole backstory, because like I said, you could tell it was more to this whole situation, but he's capturing her reaction, right? So I guess he was saying something to the fact that she was blocking him in. And she was like, no, I wasn't blocking you in. Why are you lying? She said, you could get out then, you can get out now. Now, on the video, he never panned over to show the cars. Because if you're saying someone is blocking you in, you're trying to prove a point, then prove the point. Okay? Pan your camera over there so that we could see. Because the point wasn't proven. Okay, Melinda said he's like an murderer who's so proud of their handiwork, they keep returning to the scene and can't stop talking about the crime. Bam! Melinda, there you go. Clock that. Okay? Amy said he knows that him lying irritates her, so he lies on purpose to cause a reaction from her. Clock that. Yes. She said she didn't mess with him anymore. Right. How much more does she have to say that? Okay. It was very loud and clear on this video. So why would she be pulling over on September the 8th after dropping her son off? She didn't want to fool with you anyways. Okay? That's all she's ever said. Yes, from day one, he was a liar. On most of the videos that I've seen, she's talking about him lying. Okay? She also said, I don't F with you no more. Right. Romeca said, everything comes out of your mouth is a lie. It confirms he's a liar and he wasn't blocked in because she said he can go. What it didn't confirm is what happened before he turned the camera on. Clock it, sis. Okay? That's all we seeing. We see anyone can get a snippet of something. Okay, to make it look a certain type of way. That's why I said last night, y'all, that was role playing on Criminal Villains with Gigi. Okay, now if you came in while we were role playing, it may look a certain type of way. What's going on with Open Book? Child, Gigi had me on the role playing like I was Holly or in her mind. Okay. So you would have had to look at the whole thing. Okay, don't get it twisted. Okay, it took a lot to not think rational. Okay. Oh my goodness. Hi, T. Smith. Welcome. That one said, right, Cree, what happened before the camera was turned on? Uh-huh. I'm telling you, he's definitely giving us what we need to get him locked up. Right. If anything, y'all, if I was on a jury, I'm just being honest. If I was on a jury and they presented this evidence that she was talking about being, he was saying he was blocked in. She's saying, well, no, you weren't blocked in. And I'm hearing the narrative from September the 8th that people are saying Romeca blocked Holly in. Like, I would definitely, that would create like, this dude, what is this about? You are the common denominator, sir. Holly wasn't there that day. Come on now. Okay, you the common denominator that's putting all this stuff together. I'm telling you. Now, that does not take away anything Holly has done. But some of the gameplays, remember, Holly didn't say self-defense on that scene. She said she was licensed to carry and she had the restraining order. He said it's self-defense, it's self-defense. Okay? He's trying to give her the plays. See, this play here didn't work the first time. Okay? Now you tried it again September the 8th with the same stuff about blocking somebody in. Like, that is crazy work. And I wouldn't have caught it. We wouldn't have known that had it not been put out yesterday. Because remember, the snippet that's been out here for these months did not include that part. Okay? That part made it a little more clear. Okay, now, I want to know what's the other part. We don't know that part. I am tired and sick of this generation deleting each other for content. Right. Mika's son lost his mother. Amir is looking for her. Yes, exactly. We don't know what happened before she said that. It made it look like the most perfect, imperfect setup. Girl, say that, okay? You have to dumb yourself down. How you provide, how you provoke a person to reaction, then get surprised by the reaction. Come on now. These demons something else. Girl, say that again. Okay, he was Romeca's only denominator. She wasn't caring about Holly. Now that part, that's true. Say that. Shout out to Latte. Thank you, sis, for the hearts. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Lord, they stay putting out info that makes them look even more horrible. Carlos is a serial deleter. He has a pattern. And a pattern of trying to escape and get away from jail. Okay? Child, look. This here, I'm telling y'all, the more they put out stuff and talk, the more it makes him look even guiltier. I heard a supporter say last night when that Carlos guy said he didn't think the family would react that way, meaning he planned it out and told people the family going to listen to him, and it flipped. Oh, now that's a good point too. Because remember, they said they were believing him at first, but then they started seeing other stuff coming out, and that's when they were like, so, ooh, hey, I could believe, I could see that. Let's see here. This shows he don't care about Amir, because to take away the person he knows Amir loves the most. That's so sad. No, Stephanie, I didn't. Shout out to Empress Awaken for the flower. Thank you so much, sis, and thank you for being a sponsor for today's live. So, y'all, I'm going to pause there because I have to go, but yes, I wanted to share that. Make sure y'all tap in and look at that video for yourself and listen to the beginning part of that, okay? Because it's very, hey, y'all, woo, I just shook my head yesterday. I had to listen to it like 10 times. Because I said, am I hearing the same thing? Like, it just, this is crazy work. It really is. But I love you all. Shout out to all the sponsors for today's live. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate all of your support. Make sure you tap the like button. That is for free. Okay. And if you want to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat, Cashapp, or buy coffee. And the mods can put those links in the chat. Yeah, and I saw a snippet where he said he thought the family would come over and they'd sit and talk about how messed up it is and how they move forward. Mm. Now, where was all of that, y'all? I didn't see any of that. You too, Nina. Thank you, Latte. Shout out to 71 Suburban Girl. Thank you, sis. Oh, wow. I didn't see that part, but yeah, they probably were done after they saw the inconsistencies. Like, that would make a person question. And, they've known him. That's the sad part. How could you do that? It's just, I don't know. It makes it hard for everyone. It really does. Well, y'all, be blessed. Okay. Have a great day on today. If anything, know that you are loved and that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Let that be your encouraging word for today. But I love all of you all. Thank you so much for tapping in, and I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.